All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Makar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. For this video, I've got some images on the screen, right, of basically of chaos, man, right? And this lesson is literally, well, hopefully anyway, man, hopefully gonna be short, talking about how it's not even that far away, that those things on the screen, which are real events that have taken place already, but until those things happen again, but on a greater scale than they've happened before, man, it's not even too far away that these things are going to happen, man. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them that trouble thee that speak against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, meaning we don't care what you people have got to say. We ain't supposed to care what none of you scoffers have got to say, man. Because at the end of the day, when this society crumbles, you people ain't going to know what to do. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Exactly. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Now, people always think that these things are far away, right? But the next scripture I'm going to read proves that it's not that far away. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. Now, when you really look at this society, how much more wicked can this society get, man? How much more evil can men do, really? How much more evil can women do? How much more degenerate can little children get? How many more perverse laws can they legalize? There's only really like one or two more things, one or two more letters that they can add onto that alphabet community to where they've pretty much legalized everything and made an excuse for all types of sins and iniquities, man. There ain't really too much more that they can add to that, if we're being honest, right? They only need to add a P to that alphabet thing, and that's it, really. A P and a B, if you know what those are, right? They need to add only a P on there and a B on there, and then that will be the end of it, man. And the B isn't even as bad as the P. The P is the worst thing they could add onto there, right? And I believe that they will try and create the language necessary to make that seem like it's normal, but it's not, though. Anyway, verse 7, Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. So once a certain amount of wickedness has been fulfilled and it reaches its limit, Yahweh is going to judge this place. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Because as this stuff starts happening, Yahweh's elect are going to start complaining more, man. They're going to start praying even more, right? Yahweh's already changed certain of his elect's lives, so that now, maybe in the past, they didn't wake up in the morning and pray. But now they wake up damn near every single morning and pray, right? And they might wake up out of their sleep to pray. They might pray on their way driving to work. They might pray on their way back from work, where before they just might have listened to the radio, but now as they're starting to see that the world's getting worse, they're praying more and more continually, so that Yahweh's hearing their voice, man, to where he's like, man, I'm going to see what they're saying and judge this place, like I said I was going to. And therefore saith Yahweh, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, which is America, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. And that place is talking about America. It's not talking about ancient Egypt, because there's more Israelites in America than it is in Egypt right now. In the actual Egypt, there's more Israelites in spiritual Egypt than in the actual Egypt right now, right? Egypt shall, verse 12, Egypt shall, 2 Ezra 15 and verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that that the Most High Yahweh shall put upon it. That they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. It ain't too far off for that to happen, man. I already did a bit of searching on the internet, like for the past couple of weeks. I've been trying to see whether the winter in the UK is going to be a lot colder than normal. And some of the things that I'm seeing say exactly that it will be. All right, but we'll see. Right? But these kind of things affect all types of stuff, man, when there's different weather conditions to what a country's used to seeing. Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand to fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's the image that you're going to be seeing on the screen right now. Ain't too far to see that stuff happening on a regular basis. Every now and again, I mentioned some of the things that I saw when all that riots happened in the UK, man. And that was caused by something that took place in London. People in Birmingham didn't even know that guy, more than likely. Hardly any of them, probably, maybe one or two people might have known him. But most people in Birmingham didn't even have nothing to do with that guy. But a riot broke out nonetheless. Right? A riot broke out still, man. Because people was tired of the BS. Right? And they took one situation of BS and was like, man, yeah. And that applies to the same BS that these people do in other parts of the world too, man. And when that thing was happening, there wasn't no women running their mouth proud. Right? Women's pride wasn't even as high as it is then, now, as it is now. But I didn't see no women proud. I saw a madman try and open up a car, and the man and woman that was in the car quickly speed off and have to drive off. I saw that take place. I know I saw that. But I didn't see no women proud out there. In that time when my intrigue made me wanted to see what a riot looked like, man. Because I wasn't out there looting if people want to think that I wasn't doing that, man. I just wanted to see if people really would do that stuff, man. And that was even way before I even knew anything about being an Israelite. I didn't know nothing about anything to do with Israelites back then. I just wanted to, something made me want to see what a riot looked like, man. And that kind of stuff is scary, man. That kind of stuff is scary, man. I'll just say it like that. That kind of stuff, like if everyone was being violent to each other, there would have been a whole bunch of bodies on the ground in that day. And even by the pictures that people have seen, they saw the kind of stuff that was taking place, man. People getting robbed, exchange students getting robbed and all of this kind of stuff. Lots of things was happening, man. People trying to shoot down helicopters, all kind of crazy stuff was happening that you see on the news in that time, man. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. In fact, verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Meaning people are going to be able to get away with things if they can physically do it. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because there's going to be martial law because of all this rioting and because of all this sedition. Like even now as I'm doing this video, I can hear a police siren going off right now, man. So that means that some judgment somewhere has been passed out by Yahweh. And as I'm hearing, it's getting even louder right now. Right? Verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, because people are arrogant, man, in this world right now. The city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with a sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So these are the things that's going to happen, man. Right? And it's not too far off to where these things could take place, despite what people might think, man. It wasn't even really 2-3 years ago to where people was in their house, crammed off, and couldn't go nowhere, man. And all the women that are right now proud as hell, running their mouth, was shook inside the house with a little mask on, man. Or not even knowing what the hell is going on. Scared as hell. Staying in their house while the men around them go out and get food and groceries and stuff like that, so that they can eat food, man. And all that independent stuff went down the drain. All these guys that ain't even really had a fight before in their life and all of that, they were scared too, man. And in certain people that think that they're tough, they was a bit more proud. But even some of them were sure. Even some of these people that think they're gangsters and all that, they were scared too, man, and was prepared to take it. But I'm going to end the video there, man. I didn't want to make it any more longer than 10 minutes, and it's gone a bit over. So I'm going to say shalom.